Well, I'm a scammer from India. Nobody must know who I am.
And so he's been working undercover with a private investigator named Devin in Canada to warn people who are about to send all their money overseas.
Someone called you from here and you told them that your name was Devan from the anti-fraud squad. Everyone is scared, man.
Today's episode is brought to you by Harry's. I know that a lot of you have been wondering how I got this clean shave. Well, the answer is Harry's, and they're giving you a great shaving set for only $3 when you visit the link in my description below. Now, I gotta tell you that as a bystander to this whole Indian scam story, I'm just as shocked and as anxious to find out what happens as all of you are. And I'm just as mad that the Canadian government had this insider information behind 3 scam operations and instead they chose to sit on their thumbs. In fact, I found a news story on YouTube shortly after last episode about a Canadian journalist who looked into these scams, and he traveled to India after learning that thousands of people had complained against their government. Check out what he learned.
So who is responsible? The top cop here, Commissioner Parambir Singh, he blames the RCMP.
Nobody contacted us from Canada.
You're telling me 60,000 people at least have complained in Canada and nobody from Canada has told you anything?
Nobody contacted.
Way to go, Canada. But apparently, Steve's scam bosses are on edge after their last stunt got exposed by the very person that Steve and Devin were trying to help. By the way, why does this always happen in my videos? This is the third person that we've been trying to help that goes and blows our cover. Freaking Jenny blew my cover! And now Steve's bosses are convinced that the FBI has some crazy new technology and that they're able to listen in on all of their calls. And it's got them scared out of their minds. Because they know that now there's some guy named Devin who's hot on their tail. So, Devin messages Steve and he tells him to delete his contact info and any correspondence from his phone because he knows that if his bosses find out that Steve and Devin are working together, Steve's a dead man. But by the time that Devin sends that message, it might have been too late.
Devan, the whole thing has fucked up, man. And you have highlighted me. You don't understand what kind of a mess I'm in, man. Everybody knows it is me. Please get back to me. My life is in fucking danger, man. I'm in India, man. It's a third world country where they don't think twice about killing someone and leaving them in the streets to protect their millions and their reputation.
And by the time that Devin responds to this, Steve has gone silent. So Devin keeps messaging. Hello? Did you lose your job? Where's Steve? I'm just kidding. I know that you guys love my cliffhangers, but imagine how Devin felt. I mean, where was Steve? Had he been killed? Was he being tortured? What kind of a mess had he gotten himself into? So Devin panics and he calls his contact with the RCMP and they tell him that Steve needs to get in touch with the local authorities in India. Okay, Sherlock, how do you contact the authorities if you've been kidnapped? And so that's how it was. Steve had gone missing in a country of 1.3 billion people. And what was Devin gonna do, this private investigator in Canada? Call the Indian police? I mean, you think they're gonna take him serious? I mean, most of these scam centers are paying the cops to look the other way. And 6 days had passed and Devin heard nothing. And he was convinced that Steve was dead and that this story had come to a depressing conclusion. Until he got a WhatsApp message from an unknown number.
Hello, stranger. Long time no speak, huh? It's your long-lost friend from India, Steve. I finally got access to an internet phone and looked you up. I thought I'd send you a message and see how you are. Well, after we tried to save that girl and she ratted us out, they sent us home for the day. So I was waiting for my bus ride when 2 of the guys I work with pulled up in a shitty car and asked if I wanted to ride home. Stupid me, I said yes. And those f***ers knew something was going on. It really got heated in the car, man. You know, they stole my phone and they forced me to give them my email credentials. They pushed me out of the car on some f***ing street. I don't know where I was. And they kept my phone so I couldn't reach you or anyone for help. Man, I was scared. I didn't know what was going to happen, so I was laying low and looking for another job. Things are much better now though. I have a new job and I've managed to get a new phone with some minutes to text you.
So Steve had managed to escape his call center and the wrath of his suspicious bosses. And he had managed to get another job at a call center that he eventually learned was also running tax scams at night, including the Social Security scam in the United States. And he knew that he needed to do something more. And this brings us to present day, where Steve reaches out to me, the guy on YouTube.
Hello Ben, you're a very hard person to get hold of.
For the last year, Steve and Devin have tried saving people one at a time.
You're involved in a telephone scam and you need to hang up. Don't send them any money.
I don't know. Who should I trust right now?
Let me ask you this. What am I asking you to do?
Yeah.
What does it cost to hang up?
They've tried getting call centers raided.
Authorities were just totally disinterested.
And they've tried getting the government involved.
Nobody contacted us from Canada.
But they've hit a brick wall. So here we are, wondering what we're going to do next. And we think that we have a pretty good idea. Because over the last few weeks, Steve, Devin, and I have been thinking about our next move and how we're going to fight back. And so we are turning to you, people of the internet. We need everybody's help on this. We think that we have something that's going to make a significant impact not only on scammers, but on unwanted telemarketers that have been plaguing us for all these years. But again, it's going to require some help. So stick around and we will give you all the details. We hope that you will join us. I want to say thank you to Harry's for the clean shave and for sponsoring our video today. Let me tell you a little bit about Harry's. 6 years ago, Harry's founder Jeff and Andy were tired of overpaying for overpriced and overdesigned razors, and they realized that they weren't alone. So they decided to start Harry's by a factory in Germany, and today they sell great blades for a fair price directly to millions of men. I have been trying Harry's starter set, which includes a weighted handle with a textured rubber grip, a 5-blade razor cartridge, foam shaving gel, and a travel cover to protect your blades when you're on the move. I gotta tell you that I love the feeling of a smooth shave, and I love that I can get refills starting at only $2 delivered straight to my door. So, fellas, how about you give their trial set a try for only $3? You'll get everything that you need for a close, comfortable shave, and you'll be supporting the channel by signing up. So go to harrys.com/pleasantgreen to redeem your trial set. That's a $13 value. And as always, thank you so much for watching, for liking, for sharing, and watch out for scammers, and we will see you next time.